All right, everyone. Welcome to Ask Nicole Weekly live stream, where every week I talk about tech and marketing as it relates to small business. I'm often inspired by my clients and conversations that I have with them. And this was inspired by me explaining very poorly what trending sounds were to a client, because there's a little bit of nuance to it. And what I thought I would do for this broadcast is use the "it's corn" sound and talk about its evolution, how it's being used, and then kind of how you can use trending sounds in your business if you want to. Now, what are trending sounds? Well, if you look at Instagram Reels or TikTok, you'll notice that there is sometimes video people talking like I am right now, but sometimes there is some music in the background. It's either music or sometimes it's a dialogue that's been recorded from like a movie or something like that. And then other people start using it in their videos and it becomes a trend, hence the term trending sound. So I want to look at "it's corn" because it's like kind of a pretty wholesome internet thing that started very recently. And the reason that this trend continues is because this is a trending song. So first of all, the original video about "it's corn" appeared on August 4. I saw it on TikTok. I also saw it on YouTube, also published on August 4. So it seems like that's around when this clip appeared. So what I'm going to do is just play the "it's corn" video so that you can see it in its original context. And then you're going to see how it's remixed in a second. So this is the original video posted August 4.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
Ever since I was told that corn was real, it tasted good.
Did you think corn wasn't real?
But when I tried it with butter, everything changed. I love corn. Corn.
Do you think everyone should be eating corn?
No, not everyone has to like it to be the best.
Yeah.
Everyone just has to try it. Have a bite.
What else are your favorite things?
I play a variety of games. Hide and seek, tag, double lava monster. Yeah, mostly corn. Then look at this then. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. Look at this.
It's corn!
Because corn is awesome!
Can you describe corn to someone who's never tasted it before?
A big lump with knobs. It has the juice. It's the part that mostly makes me like the corn.
How much do you think corn should cost?
$1. I hope you will have a corntastic day.
A corntastic day?
What? It's just a pun about corn. If anyone loves corn, if you come to me, I can tell you all about it.
Do you like corn?
No.
Have you ever had corn before?
No.
All right. So I had never seen the original video in its entirety, but that's the whole thing. And as Joy says, it's corn. And once you hear this is a clip. And we all thought this kid was like really cute, really wholesome. He really likes corn. So this video gets posted August 4. So then on August 18, a TikTok music artist remixes this into a song. Now, I know that you think that, I guess they really can make anything into a song. And that's what I thought when I heard this. So this is the song. It's only 30 seconds long. And he took kind of the best parts of the video and made it into a song. So here's the "it's corn" song that will be in your head the rest of today.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn! A big corn with knobs. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn! I can tell you all about it. Look at this thing. When I tried it with butter, everything changed.
Okay, so this song comes out, right? And so then what people started to do was the first thing they started to do, because it's about corn, right, is they started posting, some recipe videos and things like that. So here's an example of a recipe video that I saw a few days ago from somebody I follow who is using this song in the background of her video while she's cooking.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn! A big corn with knobs. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn! I can tell you all about it. Look at this thing. When I tried it with butter, everything changed.
So obviously, like a bunch of people did that. But then people thought, okay, this kid likes corn so much. Maybe I can make a video about something I like as much as this kid likes corn. And so we had some, I'm trying to think of which one of these. I mean, there's tons of them. It's like, people making videos of their boyfriend or girlfriend being like, it's corn, and then showing their boyfriend or girlfriend and how great they are. But obviously the corporate action also happened. So here's Jim Shark's rendition of the It's Corn video.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn! A big corn Vietnam. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
Right. So what I noticed is this thing was sort of starting to take off, right? And so what I did is I emailed one of my clients who specifically says that they want to know when TikTok trends start happening so they can potentially jump on them. So I send them an email that tries to explain this, okay? So I'm not really sure. So this is me trying to explain that some kid told a reporter how much he liked corn and made it into a song, and people are showing things that they like as much as corn while the song plays. So I was trying to like explain this, right? This trending song to a client so that they could find the sound but also knew how to use it, right? So anyway, so I kind of see this is going to be a thing. So the song comes out August 18, August 22nd. I'm starting to see videos like this and I'm like, okay, this seems like a wholesome trend that the internet is really getting on. Now, you might think it's over and that people are going to keep making videos, which they are, but it's not entirely over because, oh, wait, someone remixed it into a house dance song. Yeah. You want to hear it? Well, I mean, you're going to hear it because like that's what we're all here for, right? So let's see. Hold on. Did I not? Okay, I downloaded it somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's on YouTube. 1 second. So let me just remove this. What happens is I have to like re-add it to the stream and share the sound. So 1 second. Okay, so this is the It's Corn house song, so that you can get an idea of the fact that you can turn anything into a dance song. So here it is.
For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
Corn! A big corn Vietnam. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn! I can tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. Gonna find out the title of amazing thing. It's corn!
You get the idea. So this thing evolved from this cute little news story that someone did on August 4 into two songs, right? On TikTok and probably on Instagram. Although honestly, I'm not looking at Instagram Reels as much as I'm looking at TikTok. So to give you an idea of how far this has spread, I took a screenshot this morning or yesterday. So this is the It's Corn song on TikTok. 328,000 or almost 329,000 videos made using that sound, right? And since the house song, the dance song is more new, less videos, a little under 2,000. So you can understand now how someone can make something and how it can be remixed, not only just used in a more pure form, like when you're cooking with corn, but also into this other interpretation or interpretations of it. Yes, Joy, I forgot about the It's Corn wedding march. I did hear that one too. So there is this guy who does like the piano, the piano music that you hear typically before the wedding, and he did one with It's Corn. I forgot to download that iteration of it, but that would have been totally good to have. Thank you for reminding me that existed. So you might ask yourself, okay, like what does this have to do? What does this trending sound thing have to do with business, right? I use the Gymshark example because there was a lot of like people using the sound, but I also wanted to show like companies using the sound too, because the reality is that like when there's these trends happening, like it's a kind of an easy way for you to talk about things with your audience. Oh, and I did forgot to say that they added this song the song became a streaming song on, I think, August 29. And it doesn't say the exact date on Spotify. The reason I think that it's happened August 29 is because the original creator of the song, in the comments of the original song post, which has over 50 million views, said that the song was streaming and the proceeds were being split with the original artist. And so I'm wondering if the original artist is the person interviewing the boy or the boy himself, but it could be a mixture of those two. So anyway, so that's streaming, and artists get paid based on how many, streams a song gets. So it's on Spotify and probably other streaming software now. So what can we learn as business owners or internet consumers from this It's Corn trend or any other trending sound? But this one is kind of a more wholesome one, and it definitely is stuck in my head. But anything can be turned into a trending sound or song, right? So a song about a kid talking about corn can be turned into, I think some people were just using the sound a little bit, although it's hard to just use the sound of a kid talking, because then it sounds like maybe you're not making fun of the kid, but like that it's weird and out of context. So it being a song, it was a little bit more shareable. But also there have been dialogues from popular TV shows or movies. There's been all kinds of things that have been turned into trending sounds that aren't just songs. So I kind of want to acknowledge that. Basically, for the sound to really take off like this one did, is the internet has to really embrace it. People have to like think it's cool and want to use it and use it in their videos. And then even though the It's Corn song is only in 300,000 videos, those videos were all made over like a 1 to 2 week period, and B, all those videos have views on them. A minimum of 50 views maybe, and a maximum of millions of views. So it's not just people making videos, but people consuming those videos as well. That, so the internet embracing it, yes, creators have to embrace it, but also people watching the videos have to kind of be in on the action too. Obviously, attaching a trend, whatever the trend is, to a sound or a song can make the trend last a little bit longer. So for example, that video was posted August 4. It's September 1st as I'm broadcasting. So it's been over a month, which is super long in internet time. And this trend is going to keep on going. And I think it's going to keep going for longer. So, whereas if this is just a kid talking about corn on a cute video, maybe we would talk about it for a couple of days and have moved on. But the fact that it's something that can now be remixed and reused by other people makes it infinitely more usable. And what's funny is that like, rather than songs coming out in a traditional sense, right? Like you would buy a CD or an album would release on Spotify and then we're listening to it. We're also seeing it happen the other way around, which is that like people are making these songs or these sounds, they become popular on TikTok, Instagram, or the internet in general, and then they get added to the streaming platform. So it's kind of going both ways now as well. So again, you're asking yourself, well, what does that have to do with my business? I'm getting there, I promise. So a few things to know about trending sounds, and this is the part I feel like I didn't explain to the client well. So TikTok has its entire sound library, open to everybody, no matter what kind of account you have, whether you have a business account, a creator account, or an individual personal account, right? So if you find It's Corn and you're a business, you can use it. If you're a person, you can use it, that kind of thing. Instagram, it's a little weirder. You have access to a much different amount of songs if you have a business account than if you have an individual account, which is kind of a bummer, right? When you want to like participate in a popular song trend and you go, you're logged into your business Instagram and you look it up and you don't see it as a list of potential sounds. Apparently, there's kind of two ways you can get around this. And I will link to the blog post about this with the show notes when it gets posted. So if you want to go back and refer to this later, there will be links underneath this. You can either make your account category entrepreneur. And if people do that, they're able to see most sounds, apparently, or all of them. Anecdotally, anyway. Again, this is according to the internet. And the other way you can do it is you can make an original sound. Now, this kind of takes away from the purity of it, right? Because part of what I want to do is give credit to the person who created something. And if I take something and save it as an original and then use it, it doesn't link back to the original trending sound as well. So I feel a little bit mixed about that option. So that's why I'm sharing this entrepreneur as a business type option. So I have not tried this myself. I also feel like I'm just not one of those people who likes to play games. Like, just give me access to something or don't. Like, I don't want to have to figure out how to get it, especially if I'm using your platform to create content and creating business for you, Instagram. But anyway, so the other thing about it, and again, this is probably if you're more of a marketing company like me or you have multiple businesses, is that you can't schedule with sounds in the Meta Business Suite. You have to manually post the content to get to the sounds. So what I did ahead of time was I actually recorded a video about how to find a sound, save it, and then use it in a video. So I'm going to just play that right here just so I don't feel like I did that entirely for nothing. I did not have time to clip off the part where I was saving or recording it on my phone. So apologies there. Oh, wrong one. Wrong clip. Let's see. So this is how you would do it in case you want to just have one video to reference. So basically to me, this is the way I find the easiest. You find the sound that you like, and you'll notice that that was an original sound, which is why we're able to use it. It says original sound. So if you can't use a Taylor Swift song if if it's uploaded in a real way, but if it is an original sound that someone has uploaded, you can use it. And then you can save it to your favorites, and then you go to post a reel, and then you click on audio, and then you just access your favorites, and it's listed right there. So I personally find that to be the easiest way to use them on Instagram, but it's a pain in the butt because you can't schedule stuff ahead of time, even in the scheduler that was built by Facebook and Instagram. So, and for me, like, I can only be on my phone logged in as 8 different Instagram accounts. I can't add any more. So if I get more clients, it's difficult for me to use trending sounds if impossible, because I have to manually upload them, and I can only be logged into 8 accounts, which means that every time I add a new client, I have to like delete them, re-add, and then log back in. It's a real pain in the butt. And none of the third-party scheduling software, if you can't do it in the original Facebook software, you certainly can't do it in these third-party softwares either. So it's like these companies, I'm looking at you, Instagram, create these things that they want us marketing people to use, and then they make it practically impossible to use it in a real way at scale with clients. So if I have more than 8 clients that I'm managing, especially, and I have to delete my own stuff in that case, if I have more than 8 Instagram accounts I am managing, I have to be manually deleting logins off of my phone and re-adding them in every time I want to post something, which in most clients' cases is daily. So, that's like a fun use of my time. So the other thing is that, let's see, if you use scheduling software that is not Meta Business Suite, the post scheduler that is built within Facebook and Instagram, when you turn on Meta Business Suite, stories have to be manually posted. So you can schedule them, and then you get a push notification on your phone to go post them. So since you do have to manually post them in that sense, that's a good time to add sounds. So if you're using Later or Buffer or something like that to schedule stuff, and you want to use trending sounds, you're going to get that push notification to post the story. And it's easy at that point to add the sound at that time. So that's what I say if you want to do them, is that's the kind of easiest way to do it if you're going to be scheduling things in third-party software. The only way to schedule stories directly without you getting the push notification is in Meta Business Suite. And oh, what did we just cover? You can't add sounds from there. So as a marketing person, I'm deciding between trying to make my life easier and using trending sounds with my clients, which is why I don't use them all the time, because honestly, I would spend all day logging in and out of Instagram and adding music to things, because I feel weird asking my team members, my staff, to add things to their personal devices to do that sort of thing. I guess I could buy them phone plans. Maybe I'll do that. But I also don't want people to be similarly inconvenienced as I am, I guess. So the other thing to know is if you're looking for these sounds, besides noticing them existing, like I noticed it's corn existing, is if you go to the search function of TikTok or Instagram, you can type in the word corn and go to the audio section, and you should be able to see stuff. Now, I was logged into my business account on Instagram and I searched corn, and there doesn't seem to be anything there. So maybe the it's corn sound didn't make it over to Instagram the way it's making the rounds on TikTok. But if you also are like a little bit more open-ended about what you're looking for, maybe you don't know you're looking for corn, you just want to see what's there. There is an explore option where you can see what's trending. You can see what's trending obviously visually, but there's an explore option for audio as well. So, and if you don't feel like keeping up, honestly, this blog, again, all the links and stuff I reference will go in the show notes when this is over. But when I schedule this, I have to only keep it to like 150 characters. So I can't put all the links in right off. But this blog, later.com, they seem to post one I think it's every month. So they're like, here are the August trends, here are the July trends. And so you can go and see those, and they link directly to the sounds if you want to use them. Joy, wait a week, Instagram will catch up. It's funny because I first see stuff on TikTok, and then I see it on Reddit, and then I see it on Instagram, and then I see it on Facebook. So stuff does make the rounds. If you want, you can record, like, so you saw in that little demo I gave that you could click the audio and have it be ready to use, right? So if you wanted to hear what the sound, what part in the corn sound you were on, so when it said you had the juice, you had the thing you were going to use for the juice ready, you can record it in Instagram or TikTok and then download the draft if you want to end up editing the video on the desktop. Now, if you want to add the link to the trending sound back in, you can when you upload it. But what you can do is, if it's already playing in the background of your video, you also don't want it right on as the music track. So you'd be hearing it kind of twice. So what you can do to link to the sound is add the sound and then just turn the volume all the way down, because the sound is already in your video. So if you'd rather work where you're drafting something, kind of recording on your phone and then kind of fine tuning it on your desktop computer where you have video editing software and are more comfortable, that's a possibility as well. And I did find a YouTube video that kind of went into this a little bit. And I don't want to just, play their video. So I'll just link it in the show notes in case you want to see, like, okay, how would I download something and then add it so I could work on it in desktop? I think this person used the AirDrop feature that a lot of like Macs and iPhones have, but I think they talk about other ways to do it as well. So in short, trending sounds can be a great thing to use, but also you have to kind of keep an eye on them, and you also have to be flexible with how you post things. So I have some clients who need everything in scheduling software so they can see what's going out when. And so it's kind of impossible for me to use trending sounds for them. Now, if they're a little bit more flexible, because let's face it, sometimes I need to post something at noon, but like I get a phone call and then I'm posting it at 12:15 and I have to manually post it, then that's totally fine. You can use trending sounds that way. But yeah, it seems like you can't have all the things together. So if for some stupid reason someone on Instagram is watching this video, please, can you make your stuff easier for marketers to use? I'm happy to follow your trends, and I'm happy to make things in different formats, in vertical and square, and make things into reels and stories and in feed posts. If you want me to use trending sounds and other things as well, if you could make them accessible other places, I would greatly appreciate it, and I would be much more likely to use it. Like I said, in case anyone is listening out there. So I hope that you enjoyed this journey through It's Corn. Um, I personally got a kick out of it, and there's other trends as well that we could follow through, but this is just a kind of more recent one that you might have seen go by. So I thought it would be an interesting way to talk about trending sounds. So, like I said, use them, understand their limits, understand their power, and you can pick what times and on what videos, what Instagram reels, or what TikTok posts you're going to use trending sounds. Because even though you can't use it all the time, using it sometimes will make your account more visible to new people and also make you seem like a more fun company. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any topics you want me to talk about, like I said, I'm happy to get them from my brain as well. Feel free to leave a comment on this video wherever you're watching it. And if you want to see past episodes of this live stream, they are all on either YouTube in playlist form or they're on the Breaking Even blog. And both of those places will include the show notes that I am referring to when I talk about links and things like that. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day and see you next week. Take care.